Hey there guys, welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. I have been looking so forward to this episode. Ever since I played it, I mean, great, I'm playing this every day, so it's not really like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for so long. I've been waiting since last night, but I really want to get to the, you know, actual what Futaba did, and I don't know what that is. And I can't work at the work desk, can I? And I can't feed the plant, can I?
Oh.
I can.
Nice.
Alright. Another point of kindness.
Alright.
Whoa.
Yep. I mean, that's all we can do is trust that Futaba has a plan. I just really want to know what she does. And I mean, it took her a day to theoretically take down MedJed. I was going to say, yeah, this is the day after it. We still haven't reacted yet. We're going to lose so much. What's this? Seriously? No way, I can't believe that. This is a joke, isn't it? They lost? How could this happen? Yeah, what's going on, guys? Give me the deets. I love how I'm just apparently just sitting on the bed brooding. You know, all morning. I mean, because we're in daytime now. This morning, people were reacting to something, and I still don't know what that is.
So you're finally up, huh? Don't slack off just because you're on summer vacation.
That's the best reason to slack off. What are you talking about?
Yo, you look tired.
Yeah, kinda.
We've made ourselves at home.
At least you didn't just all barge into my room.
Late last night, it was discovered that someone has tampered with the hacker group MedJed's website.
Surprised MedJed has a dedicated website.
The site's main page now displays what is thought to be the mark belonging to the Phantom Thieves. More so, the personal information of a Japanese man, a possible MedJed member, was illegally publicized.
How does... I mean, it's like the I guess it depends on what personal information. I was thinking just like address. I'm like, you posted a random address?
Aren't these the guys people have been up in arms about?
MedJed has yet to issue an official reply. Furthermore, their previously announced cleanse of Japan has remained unimplemented for now. Some speculate that they have taken this series of events seriously and ultimately canceled their plan.
Again, and that begs the question, since MedJed is such a disparate organization, does this mean the random Japanese man that we published information about was the one that was actually making a threat, and we're just leaving the rest of MedJed alone?
Yeah. Yes.
What are you all smirking about?
Yeah, guys, be, like, subtle. I guess.
Well, stop it. You're gonna drive away all my customers.
You don't have any customers.
After the commercial break, we will be asking guests from various fields about this turn of events.
But there ain't any customers.
That's because we drove them off, Ryuji.
Can it? My customers are on summer vacation too.
Oh crap, I just realized our break's almost over.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that before I started recording. We've only got like a week and a half left.
There are still 10 days left.
Hey, week and a half. Good for me. I can count.
I want to go somewhere, but we can't just leave Futaba-chan alone. Some things still concern me too. Like that research.
We should probably talk upstairs. Nudge, nudge.
Oh, did you just get up?
Oh, look at how this guy acts differently. He's chastising me for like sleeping away summer vacation, and then he's like, "Oh, did you just get up?"
Good morning.
It seems she's cautious of us.
Of course she is. She kind of knows me, and she kind of knows Mona.
Hey, why don't we go upstairs?
Wow, Makoto moves fast. She's still cautious of us. Let's take her to the bedroom.
If any customers come, she'll be even more afraid.
No, I actually totally agree with that.
Why don't you go with them, Futaba? Have fun. It's about time my regulars show up anyway. So I don't want you guys loitering around my store.
Hey, we're drinking water here.
The fact that there were no damages due to the hacker's actions is but an afterthought.
Now here's the... Because I have a TV upstairs, and it really feels like I should be watching the TV and seeing this guy and be like, wait, that's the guy. But I have a feeling that the game is going to play that out longer and just have me like talking to Futaba, and so I don't actually see this guy. Despite the fact I'd immediately be like, wait, I know him.
The issue I want to make clear is the attitude of the police, and more importantly, the government.
Why are the government more important to the police when dealing with illegal activity?
What do you mean?
Are they doing their best to find an effective countermeasure against these phantom thieves?
That's interesting. For when he first said that, you know, you want to talk about the response of the police and, more importantly, the government. I thought he was a representative of the government. But no, it sounds like he is unaffiliated, which makes me question who he actually is and what his role is and what his job is. He's apparently someone with connections to the SIU director.
Is it not the government's duty to create a society where its citizens can live without worry?
I'm wondering, well, I don't know if we know for an absolute fact. I think we do know for an absolute fact that he is connected to either the principal or the SIU director. I forget which one he talked to, but I do believe we've seen him talking to one of them. And I'm pretty sure he is the one who the SIU director referred to as the, like, future prime minister.
Unfortunately, the current cabinet is powerless. As such, they should be disbanded.
Put someone else that could do a better job. Like, hey, just spitballing this, me!
I believe now is the time for me to risk my political career in hope of making a new reality.
Okay, then yeah, future prime minister guy. And especially since he has a political career already.
A new political system that goes beyond parties or factions. An ideal country of peace and order.
So somehow or other, this guy gained access either directly to the Shadow World or to someone who has direct access to the Shadow World, and used that in order to push key members of society into embracing the darkness of their souls, in order to destabilize the current system, in order to make the political climate, you know, the current political climate, the current people in power unable to deal with the situation, so he could use that instability in order to ascend, is what it seems like.
This politician seems quite promising.
I have to agree. I hope he can work to ease the anxieties of the elderly.
Wow, they're really kind of like pushing this kid versus not a kid mentality.
What do you think, boss?
I love that everyone calls him boss. Even I thought it was just something that Ryuji and us said.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't listening.
Hey, Sai.
So the Phantom Thieves only stole the heart of Futaba Sakura?
That seems to be the case.
And MedJed was in turn defeated by her real-world hacking abilities? This does correlate to the facts as we know them. If he's telling the truth, then Wakaba Ishiki didn't commit suicide. Did a third party target her life with the goal of destroying her research?
Interesting. If he's telling the truth, who is he? Is she referring to me in the third person, or is she is this related to her investigation into Wakaba? And is she referring to Sojiro?
Wakaba's death was 2 years ago. That also coincides with when the incident started occurring. Does this other metaverse user that Madarame and Kaneshiro mentioned really exist?
Yep, and it's the bald guy. I'm almost positive. Or at the very least, I think the bald guy knows who it is. I wouldn't put it past him to have a pawn that's actually doing this.
Earlier, I briefly mentioned about those psychotic breakdown incidents that have alarmed the public.
If that's the case, then it means that possibly Morgana is the good part of the bald guy's personality. Because I already kind of theorized that the Black Mask individual was the, like, dark side of Mona. And the reason Mona doesn't really remember anything is because Mona is a fractured personality. And yes, I realize I go back between Morgana and Mona.
All of a sudden, people will lose consciousness or become violent. A situation as incomprehensible as that can't be explained away as troubled social conditions.
Sure I can, just try harder.
I suspect that these cases are all connected to a larger man-made plot. The method involved always muddled the explication, but your story has virtually confirmed its viability.
Hooray, I'm helpful.
Although I wouldn't have expected a new criminal to come to light from your testimony.
Well, I'm not... I mean, I am a criminal, but I'm not against society.
What did your group think of this other metaverse user?
Yeah, it certainly seems like the other metaverse user is the one pushing people into committing or to embracing their more base and errant desires.
How self-centered of you. The Phantom Thieves tamper with people's hearts without asking consent. How is that different?
I know I've talked about this before, but someone did bring up a really, really good point in comments that the point of the penal system is to try and manufacture, you know, people to become better. And that happens without consent as well. The only real difference is that it's A, less effective, and B, you know, has a trial system.
Well, no matter how you thought of them, there can be no doubting your resolve. Are those incidents because of you or someone else? Either way, I will get to the bottom of this.
I love that she'll be self-centered, but she likes me more because of it. Rank 3.
Alright.
Now, let's move on to your next crime.
My next crime. That is an interesting thing that I hadn't really considered before, because ever since the game started, I kind of thought about the idea of him just, you know, getting his phone call, and then they like give him his cell phone for whatever reason. He just presses the app button and leaves. But Sai would go with him if he did that. So, and it's not like, you know, anyone else could just pop into the room and grab him either.
Kunikazu Okumura.
Interesting. Is this the Japanese man that we published the information about?
You should know who he is, considering what happened.
I don't know who he is yet. Enlighten me.
Your testimony regarding this incident will be serious. I'm sure you understand why. Answer my next question carefully. What did you do to this Okumura?
I literally do not know. I get that my character would probably know, but... Okay, it's not going to make me answer. Good, because I was just like, Take your time. Don't tell me what to do.
To think, the cognitive version of a person would transform into such a horrible monster and attack us. That means our enemies aren't limited to shadows.
That's actually, I guess that is a good point. I hadn't really thought about it, but yeah. Since palaces are basically entering the psyche of another individual, that person's psyche itself can become an enemy. And our personas are specifically tuned around fighting shadows, not necessarily cognitions. It's very... obviously, I'd thought of this, but it's very realistic to say that we could not have overcome Futaba's psyche without Futaba herself, you know, assisting us.
I thought the other people were just victims. Like the slaves at the castle, or the walking ATMs.
Even though they seem to be alive, they're only part of the backdrop. The environment. In other words, the palace ruler determines the form and strength of their cognitions. I would have loved to ask Futaba's mother how far along she was with her research.
Makoto, ease off a little bit. I mean, I do think Futaba is okay now, but I just tread carefully.
Research, huh? She was looking into that cognitive science stuff, yeah?
Because I just noticed that Futaba isn't moving at all.
If we put together
Oh,
all
well, she
the
is blinking.
information we've gathered up to this point, abuse of cognitive science can lead to death, and it may even relate to the psychotic breakdown incidents. Considering the cognitive aspect, I sense a strong connection between it and the metaverse.
I also am a little bit weirded out that they apparently are entirely ignoring that Futaba's in the room. I get that Futaba is closed off and probably isn't the most talkative, but I'm assuming that they have just skipped that part of the conversation, but it almost seems to be like Futaba walked in and sat down with her bowl of whatever that is, and then everyone else just pretended she wasn't here, which is kind of rude.
On top of that, the research might have been stolen and used by someone else. You mean those guys that showed Futaba-chan the fake suicide note?
Yeah, that does make sense. The whole thing is, oh, and you made her destroy all her research. She cared so much about... I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
If that is the case, those people are unforgivable.
Hey, Futaba. Is there anything else you can remember?
Okay, good. That line right there does tell me that obviously we entered in medias res, and it's not that they just completely pretended she wasn't in the room. Which wouldn't have made sense.
She is quite difficult.
She's just gonna get to know people. I also think it's interesting that Kaizen has acted exactly like Futaba through this conversation of just sitting there, not reacting.
That smell.
Come on, no fair.
Hey, can I snag a bite? Meanie.
Wow, just a look shut him down.
Why don't we take a short break? I've been thinking... Even if Futaba is a genius, could she really crush an international hacker organization that easily?
Again, I'm just sort of like, you could talk to her directly, but I do get that, you know, she doesn't talk back, and so it may be easier to talk about her in the third person. Plus, I wonder if Futaba still has a hang-up about her name, because for a long time she refused to acknowledge anything other than Alibaba.
The one who taunted the Phantom Thieves was a guy in Japan. I knew the MedJed members in Japan weren't anything special, so I wasn't worried.
That's interesting. Okay, so she obviously is in a pretty good, pretty knowledgeable about MedJed.
How do you know that?
If she's a hacker, I'm actually not surprised. She may have been a member of MedJed at one point.
Because I'm the founder.
Oh, damn. Okay, not a member then.
What do you mean? Should we take that literally?
I'm not sure that Futaba is the joke-making kind.
Yep, it was only me at first, back when I was referred to as the Hacker of Justice. But since I stayed anonymous, a bunch of guys from all over the world started using the name.
And those were the ones committing cyber crimes.
It was a hassle to expose all of them, so I just left them be.
So
Kitty, stop
Futaba
knocking
was
stuff
the
down.
True MedJed, and we were freaking out over some weak-ass dipshits?
It pretty much sounds like that, yeah.
You should have told us from the start, Futaba.
Well, yeah, but she needed our help, and telling someone that, hey, by the way, I'm the actual person, and you don't have to worry about MedJed, is not going to spur us to action.
I discarded the MedJed name a while ago. I'm Alibaba now.
Futaba, what do you want to do now? Since you know our secret, we'd like you to join our team.
Phantom Thieves and Alibaba, friends forever, high five!
Okay.
Wow, that was easy.
Just like that?
Well, I mean, she already kind of, I mean, I in all honesty, I don't think Futaba would require a lot of convincing, because she's probably really curious about her mother's research, and we're directly, you know, working in the theories that her mother was trying to figure out.
This may even ensure our investigation of mementos goes along smoothly.
Kitty.
Well, I guess.
Well, Futaba's real amazing. She's gonna be a big help for us, huh?
Ryuichi seems way more excited than I thought he would. I mean, I didn't think Ryuichi would be, like, not, you know, or unhappy, or I didn't think he'd object or anything like that. But normally he's just like, oh, another member, okay, cool. And he's like, oh my gosh, she's so amazing, she's so cool!
Say, Futaba,
Nobody acknowledges Ryuichi.
how did you find out about us?
Secret.
I'm pretty sure she has this place bugged in general.
Where did you learn to hack?
Secret.
Private.
Oh. This is what I get for trying to design lines for other people.
When did you obtain the nav?
I refuse to answer.
Oh, that one you can answer.
Futaba-chan sure is unique. Still, it'll be a problem if she doesn't open up to us some more.
At the very least, we need to be able to communicate normally with her.
Do we need to, like, DM her?
What should we do?
this is difficult. I don't think it really makes a difference. I do think that we need to get to know her better and kind of help her understand how to open herself up, because she's making some pretty bold strides as it is. So I don't know that I don't want to push it yet, but I think in the long run.
How?
First, we'll need to help her open up to us. If we each spend an entire day with her, maybe she'll get more used to being around us.
Well, yeah, but maybe not all in a row.
I see. We do have the time thanks to summer vacation.
We can begin tomorrow.
Let's go to the beach. There'll be tons of people there. Plus, we got totally dried out in that desert.
That's a great idea! I forgot I hadn't gone to the beach yet.
I'm not sure if someone is closed off and has trouble opening up to other people. Taking this place where you end up wearing a bathing suit is exactly the most helpful way to begin. It's like, oh, hey, so you have problems, you know, being around strangers. Let's go to the Mall of America!
Excuse me?
I'll come by tomorrow. See you then.
Let her talk.
Let me help as well. I don't have anything planned.
Thanks. We can set a schedule with everyone else depending on when they're free.
I feel everyone's gonna go to the beach tomorrow except for Futaba. She'll ditch.
Okay! Can I really do this? Why me?
'Cause you're the kitty!
Stress is the enemy of beauty, you know.
Wow, Akechi, what a douchey thing to say. Holy shit.
How can I stay calm about this?
Just hit him.
I understand how you feel.
Thanks to the incident with those hackers, people are calling us incompetent. And on top of all that, the Phantom Thieves are claiming justice is on their side. Don't make me laugh.
Well, it kind of has been in every case so far.
MedJed was dealt with by either the Phantom Thieves themselves or some avid supporter.
I do have to say, from the police's point of view, this must be extra difficult, because basically it means that this, like, group of, like, mind criminals is also mysteriously a, like, hacker that outdoes the, like, greatest hacktivist group.
There are no tracks whatsoever, so they must be quite skilled. Either way, the general public recognizes the Phantom Thieves as the subjugating party.
They're gaining support and influence much faster than we could have anticipated.
You anticipated us getting a support. That's interesting.
It is indeed an abnormal situation. I'm beginning to suspect mass manipulation of some kind.
That's an interesting theory, but why and how?
It's even possible that a powerful person is behind them, plotting the psychotic breakdowns.
That one I actually do believe. I don't think it's the person's behind us, though. I think there's a person, like I said, I talked about it earlier, but it's plotting the psychotic breakdowns in order to destabilize the society. We are not something they anticipated. I almost feel like they started messing with the Shadow World in order to do political gain, not understanding that Igor was, you know, kind of a person that strove to sustain the balance, and Igor went and found us because he could tell, looking into our, you know, who we were, that we were someone that would seek to right the situation and restore balance.
If only I had realized sooner.
It's rare to hear you speak in that tone.
Yeah, you know what, man, you're gonna get ugly if you keep being exacerbated.
For the sake of my justice, I won't forgive them.
Oh, now look who says justice is on his side. Because he's not just for the sake of justice, it's his own personal justice. Hey, heard some people talking about us on the train home. Oh, it's interesting. Oh, I'm a little bit sad that Futaba's picture is normal and she doesn't just use the Alibaba icon. They were saying how awesome they think the Phantom Thieves are. Oh, I've heard things too. It's become a huge topic of conversation. And to be fair, casualties of our MedJed attack would have been massive. No surprise they would revere us for preventing it. It was pretty close, though. Yeah, it's all thanks to Alibaba. You were a great help. It was nothing. Oh, that reminds me. Remember this about ATMs and banks just stopping? That wasn't MedJed, was it? No, that was totally separate. So, people were overreacting to mere coincidence? Either that, or those rumors were never true to begin with. She's quite talkative in these conversations. Oh, is that so? I'll shut up then. That's hilarious. That's great. I don't think I get, but I'm pretty sure she's angry. You gotta apologize, Yosuke. Me? Why? Is this really gonna be okay? I'm worried about how things will be from now on. Training Futaba's gonna be a lot of work. More than stealing someone's heart. Now that's my Phantom Thief. I knew you guys would pull it off. It definitely proves the justice of the Phantom Thieves. Right? It feels great. Everyone who's pursued the Phantom Thieves basically has to accept them now. Things have been spreading like wildfire too. Give it an extra boost on my side as well. I bet the approval rating will be through the roof tomorrow. Look forward to it. Well, the news really did draw a lot of attention. I can't wait to see what happens. So Sojiro wants to hang out. Fumi's ready to rank up. I guess, I mean, you are the one that's ready to rank up. The question is, do I have the right persona for that? So, star. I do not have a star. So let's go get one first. Back to the Velvet Room.
Hey, inmate! Finished for— I'll take— Hey! Don't interrupt, Justine! You handle this!
Don't interrupt, Justine!
These are the paths you have walked.
Okay, I need star. Oh hey, Nico Shogun. I just made you!
This persona? You'll withdraw this persona, then accept this persona. Are you finished? No slacking off!
I love how they call it a break and they also tell me not to slack off. They are so confused. What do you have to say, Captain Priestman? Nothing new. You have more aptitude than I imagined. I also sense an ambitious spirit within you. You have taken into account your improvement through our lessons. Something in mind, but well, let's play a match first. In fact, let's play right now. Oh, secondhand bookstore. More books. I'll take it. This is a good match. I really do enjoy teaching you. You're such a quick learner. Today, I thought we'd find something to help you train on your own. The book was filled with shoujo-related books. I've been coming here a lot lately. Is this the same bookstore I already went to? There are also curry restaurants just around the corner. I recommend their katsu curry. I always eat curry before an important match. For good luck. Almond-eyed woman. Is that the color or the shape?
Oh.
Hello. I hope your match went well today. What are you talking about? Today's our day off. Oh my, I forgot there aren't any matches scheduled for today. Have shopping with your boyfriend? How nice for you. Shouldn't be surprised you are a famous shoji player after all. Well, I won't intrude. Bye.
Sorry.
She was only glaring at you because you're with me. She's my senior. Defeated her in a recent title match. Yeah, she's got a little bit of a bad vibe to her. That's not true. She's very friendly to everyone but me. Truth is, I'm not well liked by my seniors. The more attention I get, the more enemies I make, and the more lies are spread.
Oh.
Perhaps it's odd to compare myself to them, but I wonder if it's the same for the Phantom Thieves. People are so divided about them on the internet. Some love them, while others hate them. I can't help but see the similarities between us. What do you think? I've never heard of them. I'm pretty much a fan of the Phantom Thieves. I feel the same way, actually. I'm amazed they're still doing what they do, even though so many people criticize them. They give me courage. But their victories can't be won with will alone. How do they change a person's heart? I'm interested in a tactical standpoint and... Oh, I'm sorry, we're really quite off topic. I feel like I've become much more talkative as of late. I usually don't talk this much. You're more than just someone I can practice new moves with. You're someone I can confide in.
I look forward to it.
If you don't mind this, I'd like to go out and chat with you again. Fantastical. Star rank 4.
All right.
Oh, there's a book I'd love for you to read.
Let's go. Until next time.
Well, until our next match, take care. Back to Igor. I do like this intro screen quite a bit. One of these days I'll wake up and be in the middle of the room.
Our master would like a word with you. Stand up straight and listen closely, inmate.
It seems you freed the heart of a frenzied girl and saved her from her haunted past.
It does indeed seem like that happened.
Another step has been taken to rehabilitation. You are progressing quite nicely.
Our master bestows words of praise upon you. You'd better feel honored.
By the by, more curious information has found its way to your ears.
Has it? I wonder what he could be referring to.
A scientist's research.
Oh, okay.
It seems that world may secretly be known after all.
I actually thought that you started this whole thing because of it was already known. I'm surprised that you're surprised. I'm not sure you're actually surprised. I think you're playing dumb.
Furthermore, that very research has been stolen and is now used by those with malicious intent. I wonder how this will change the approach you take toward your rehabilitation.
He's of course not going to tell me.
Allow me to grant you a new power, worthy of your current self. Though you have my aid, be sure not to let your guard down, otherwise you may get swept off your feet.
Rank 7.
All right.
We shall meet again in the near future.
Time to go, inmate.
I do think it's interesting that Igor is the fool in this game. As every other game, it was the main cast that was the fool. Which makes sense because the tarot has often been described as like the fool's journey. Up to 60. Phantom Thieves for the win! Too slow. I knew the Phantom Thieves would pull through. Can you believe they actually took down hackers? It's cool, they don't reveal what they're doing. Who's that guy criticizing them? Akechi? It's pretty lame to criticize without doing anything yourself.
Well then.
The coded use game is scheduled for today, huh? We haven't seen what happened. Futaba, can you open up? Open what? The front door. Why? Won't you come too, guys? We're in front of Futaba's house. You want to meet here, not LeBlanc? You've never mentioned this. It'd be nice if you hurry down soon. It's scorching hot out here.
Hey!
Yeah, that's... Quit spraying surprise on poor Futaba. What is that supposed to be? Don't worry about it. Such an avant-garde design. You have excellent taste. Let's get started, shall we?
Well then.
Well, I'd like to have a normal conversation. It's based on true communication, after all. Yeah, you must be well versed with speaking when you're a student council president. Don't think too hard about our conversation. We're just going to talk about ordinary topics today.
Oh?
And what do you mean by ordinary topics? You know, things like food or the weather. Well, let's speak of food. What do you like to eat, Futaba? That wasn't exactly what I meant. Let's try different. How about the weather? I heard there's a heat wave showing no signs of stopping. Dunno, haven't been out. I started trying to figure out her voice. Oh, right. Makoto's getting overwhelmed. This is odd. It wasn't supposed to go like this. By the way, what have you been doing this whole time?
Okay.
Aha, superb. Some of the heads came off when I was moving them. I made sure to rearrange them pleasingly. Dude! What have you done to my children? They appear to be quite shoddily made.
No!
They're from Phoenix Rangers Neo Featherman! No, Red and Pink said, this is all Inari's fault. Inari? Your thief clothes were like a fox. What Japanese folklore foxes are Inarizuchi, thus Inari. Inari. They were in the perfect pose. This is so much working and all set up just right. You wouldn't know aesthetics if it hit you in the face, Inari. To me, of all people. It's very amusing argument, though. Yeah.
I see.
It's the versatility that allows you to recreate almost any dramatic scene you can imagine.
Right.
Uh-huh. Victory's great for action, and Neo's got the best transforming suit. It's so cool. Fascinating. Art depicts a flesh of inspiration, but models offer a much different means of enjoyment. Huh? Take a look at that. Futaba's having a regular conversation. Huh? And seems she doesn't have a problem talking to others as long as the subject interests her. Was that really surprising? Isn't that how everyone is? I definitely, you know, if you tried to have a long, drawn-out conversation to me about, like, football or WWE, I'd be like, well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Because if I don't care, I don't care. I'm not going to pretend to care. I suppose the topics I brought up were not the right ones. Oh, so this is all I gotta do? What a breeze. In that case, we should manage the next step. Rather spending time in someone else's room. Yeah, she hasn't had any chance to leave the house yet. That'd be a perfect opportunity. Yeah, exactly. Poor Futaba, she's just like, I'm learning to leave the house. Can you guys slow down? Well, I guess in that case, I've left tomorrow to Anna and Ryuji. Kaisen will be there as well, so you'll be okay. Can I wear my mask? Yes, you can, because your mask is hilarious.
Man.
And there's really no telling how tomorrow's gonna go. Well, not bad for her first time. She's got a long way to go, though. I wonder how long she'll be ready for the beach. Dude, people are so pumped. They're talking about how the Phantom Thieves took down MedJed. Mishima's wrestling a shit ton of comments flooding in, too. The news coverage have been pretty insane as well. Yes, they've only spoken to Phantom Thieves for the entirety of today. media attention all over the city. So, how's the one who helped take down MedJed doing? Futaba-chan? My Phoenix Rangers almost met their demise. It's Yusuke's fault. Don't complicate things further! Apparently things didn't go perfectly, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. Tomorrow's goal will be spending time in someone else's room. Futaba is a difficult personality to handle. Good luck, you two. 3? Shut it, Inari. Alright, it's our turn next. See you tomorrow, Futaba. There's so much to talk about. Oh, I can't wait! Anne and Ryuji teaming up honestly worries, but I guess we'll see what they can do. So, Dro's take out. And why can't yet? And Chihaya or Oya. Now here's the big question I have then. Sojiro I've been ignoring until now because I thought that he would be better now, and I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I'm really surprised he didn't go up at all. You know, after Futaba got better, but he apparently didn't. So which of these guys? I mean, part of me really wants to get to Sojiro because I've been ignoring him the whole damn game. Part of me wants to focus on Oya because she will give me the charm that I need for Makoto. I think my plan is Oya first. But if you guys disagree, let me know in comments before tomorrow evening when I will record again. See you then, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Dude. What have you done to my children? They're from Phoenix Rangers Neo Featherman!